So let's say that I am somebody who is beginning to be cognizant of the fact that maybe during most of my squatting movements, I'm squatting more in my right leg than maybe my left leg. Doing a kickstand hinge is one of the ways that we can start to rebuild a pattern where we're more evenly distributing our weight. But I want to talk about one of the things that can happen in compensation-wise, what that looks like. So if I'm doing my kickstand hinge, I'm going to start off with 1 foot forward and 1 foot slightly back. This is a kickstand, so it's not meant to be the primary mover. I'm going to start by letting this knee bend slightly forward so that the heel of that foot lifts slightly, and then I'm going to keep that knee forward while reaching for my foot. So that's what the whole movement looks like, is basically when I get to the bottom, my heel is still lifted, my knee still stays bent, and then I'm working on getting my hip to fully extend at the top. But what I'll see a lot of people do when we get into the right side specifically, so this is my right leg, I will come down into the bottom and shift my hip out this way. So you can see in this position, my hip is sort of leaned this way, sagged this way. That doesn't actually mean that a lot of these tissues are opening up and back, which is what we want. So instead of doing this sort of hip sag, I want to think about shifting my hip straight back. So I'm going to, instead of doing this, think about if I had a handprint on the back of my right butt cheek, I want to think about the hand getting bigger as I go back. And you'll feel that that changes your sensations of tension here when you're in the back. Most people don't have this problem on the left side. Most people only have the sag on the right side. So when you see them do the left, you'll see things go straight back. So if you're wondering what you should look like, and you do have this sag, it's really common to just need to check your left side. If you do have a fault on the left, it's usually that this hip will stay back. So I'll come down almost like this. The knee is out, or this knee might even be in, but my hip over here is still higher. The more that I drop this hip, the more that I am more oriented into my left, and or same idea as with the right, I'm not just thinking about moving my hip sideways, but I'm also thinking about expanding the hip back, which for many people is the range that we want that we don't have. So hopefully that little demo and some visual references helps you to sort of see and work on these on your own.